Hi Aries, welcome into your reading. We're reading for the third week of September. Okay. Yes, it's curly hair. It's back. All right, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see what's going on here for your situation, Aries, for the third week of September. Aries, please, what's going on, Universe, Angels, Guides? Which cohort am I reading for? What's going on in their world, etc., etc. We just had an eclipse, FYI. So I'm sure you're all feeling all kinds of slightly different these days. Some of you could be getting angry. Some of you are just sad, mostly because you're coming to terms with some things in your life emotionally. A lot of you could have been having a lot of funky dreams too. And those are the things in your subconscious that were coming forward to have you deal with your past traumas. And the reason why the universe or the planets are aligning to do this to you, Aries, is because when you come to terms with a past trauma or problem or issue or breakup or whatever it was that was painful for you, you work through the pain, you work through the problem, you work through the process, and you are not bound to repeat it. Okay. With that said, done with that little horoscope portion of the reading, let's see what the situation says. Three of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, and Eight of Wands. Very, very interesting. So, Lovers in reverse, two things. This person that you have a profound connection with, somebody that you have a bond with, somebody that you're highly connected to, looks to me like it's, when it's inverted, it's either meaning it's a breakup and no more love ship, or no more love ship. Maybe it became something else instead. But 9 times out of 10 for me, Lovers in reverse is ending a lover. And I mean a lover, not a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife. Three of Cups definitely tells me third party situation. It's a lover. But Three of Cups in the upright position also talks about good news or celebration, or yes, it can be third party situation. It can also talk about socializing and networking. And then you have the Eight of Wands. So if I was to put this in context of work, I'm going to sit here and tell you that Eight of Wands is you taking action. What do I mean? You're putting your resumes out there. They're flying back and forth. You're networking and you're socializing. You might have given up on a partnership, okay? Either a literal business partner or the partnership that you had with your company or whatever you had done before. You're literally taking action and you're putting yourself out there because you ended something. Now put that in context of love. You're taking action. You're going out. You're trying to meet new people. You're trying to go out for drinks and dates and blah, 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 because there's a rejection of a lover here. Others of you, it can talk about some sort of reconciliation that you are taking place with, but maybe not the lover, maybe someone else. I'm going to see when I clarify, because I do see the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And I don't know why retaliation is coming out in my head, but moreover, the Seven of Wands tells me defensive position. Like you are defending yourself or you are resisting something or someone. All right, what is coming towards my Aries, please? Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and Queen of Wands. Damn. Hella Pentacles. Pentacles is money. Pentacles is tangibility, something in your 3D world. And Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's go through this. Queen of Pentacles, which is an earth sign, can be a divine feminine, meaning like somebody who resonates as a divine feminine with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And then you have the Queen of Wands. This is probably you, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But these two cards together, because there's multiple court cards in the same position, for me, you're dealing with somebody else. And if you're not, this is you being two elements in one. You are your passionate self, you are your creative self, you are your fire self. It's like you're definitely in your own realm, that's for sure. But the Queen of Pentacles talks about being someone who is stable, someone who's nurturing, loving, kind, and caring. So you're bringing both energies into yourself. Seven of Pentacles, you're pausing and you're reflecting. Where is my time? Where is my money? Where is my energy best motherfucking invested in? So you're like, wait a minute. Who deserves my worth and my value? Do I put it here? Do I put it there? But I did spend a lot of time building this little tree. Should I take it out of the ground, reroot it, and plant it somewhere else and make it prosper somewhere else? Maybe I'll just take a seed and do that. That's what you're doing. You're pausing and you're reflecting. And Page of Pentacles, you've reached a peak. You've reached a plateau. You've reached this position with maybe the lover or a person where you're saying to yourself, I'm hella fine. I'm hella sexy. I'm hella smart. I'm like the queen of fire. But I also want my stability because I got a lot of love to give. And when I love like no one else. Like people know it. When an Aries leaves their life, there's a massive ass void. So you're thinking to yourself, all right, I need to ascend. I need to like pause and reflect. Who gets all of this? Who gets all of this? Because you're thinking maybe your worth and your value and your time is no longer better spent where you are in that relationship or that job. Temperance, you're tempering yourself. You are resisting. You are holding back. You are trying to not lash out, not do anything wild, not do anything crazy. You're trying to utilize patience. So you're pausing and you're reflecting, trying to figure out, has my time here expired? Let's move on. What is it that Aries doesn't see coming their way? Your Seven of Swords came out again. So that's a lot of cards. And they all fell inverted. Let's see what's going on. This might be too many. Ooh, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. The High Priestess upright. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. I see what's actually going on. You are resisting something or someone because you're not talking to them with the High Priestess. So here you are. You're either being defensive or resisting. You've blocked somebody or you cut them out or you're not talking to them. You definitely broke up with them. Knight of Swords. This could be an air sign. Doesn't have to be. They carry the element of somebody who's, you know, very in their head, very cerebral. They think a lot. Analytical. They're fair. They're honest. Maybe they're even being a little bit douchey towards you. Mean. But it looks like you ended something here. Because the King of Swords, when it's in an inverted position, this person was a king. They were available. They're not anymore. They're not the type to scream the I love yous. So there's that. And the Six of Cups in reverse sometimes talks about difficulty moving on from your past. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. See, upright is being left out in the cold. Inverted, you are getting your shit together and moving on. You're feeling the pain, but you're moving on also. You're like you're no longer feeling left out in the cold. See, yeah, and the Three of Swords is inverted at the bottom of the deck. You're getting over the pain. So a lot of you guys, I'm going to be honest with you, it heavily looks like to me, somebody, like with just this spread right here, looks like to me some of you guys are, you know, putting yourselves out there again because, or you want to, because something didn't work out here with a lover or a person. Others of you, it's the same thing with a job. It's just not working out with this partnership that you've created, whether it's your company or an actual business partner. You're like, no, but you're getting over it. And that's what I'm feeling or seeing here. So that might even surprise you. And I bet you that's what the eclipse was for you, because the eclipse for Aries was always something on the emotional front, more on the personal side. Yes, it can be literally you're eclipsing people out of your world, but I think it's more like the things that you're eclipsing is things that you are coming to terms with. All right. What is it that Aries doesn't see coming? No, I'm sorry, we just did that. What is their advice, please? What is Aries' advice, please? Death. Five of Swords. Cut your losses and end something. Let it end, because you need to transition. Because the more you hold on to something, you're not going to heal. You're not going to move on, and you're not even going to learn the lesson here. And I always say this in every video for everyone, the whole collective, that which is meant for you will not pass you by. All these serendipitous moments that we have with people, the universe knows what they're doing. So if this person was supposed to be in your life, they'd come in and they'd come in correct. It is how it is. And although it might be painful to move on, or if you're not sure or you have doubts from moving on from a place or a position, the universe sees the true intentions behind what it is that you want, so they work to those efforts to give you that. So they're coaching you along. Now, if you feel like you fucked up and that you're not sure, that you should have ended it, or there's none of that. There are reasons why we do things that we do, because something wasn't sitting pretty with us. So for your advice to be that, ending something and transitioning, we'll see when we clarify. Let's see exactly what they're talking about. Because at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands, which is you waiting for something. Your ships will come in, but might not be the ship you expected. I say this story all the time. Before I had my daughter, I was really putting myself out there to the earth. Bring me somebody who's going to love me forever. You know, I'm thinking romantic. No, I got pregnant a few months later. That's how it is. The universe gave me what I asked for, what I needed. Not just what I asked for, but what I needed in what I asked for. I hope that makes sense. And knock on wood, that is exactly what I got. Someone who loves me forever. And I too will love her forever. And she's somebody that I can give my love to that I know will honor it. So it's the same thing in relationships or a job. Is your job honoring you? So it's along those patterns. That's why we're having that eclipse moment and effect. All right, let's see what the outcome is here. Outcome, please, for the week. 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, that's definitely a breakup. And 7 of Cups in reverse. I know you're confused. You're not sure. And the thing that's crossing you is the Queen of Swords. Maybe some of you guys think that it's two possibilities here with the Queen of Swords. Either you're behaving like the Queen of Swords, which means you're in your head and not in your feelings or your heart or, you know, even in your passion realm. You are personally thinking like, do I cut this out? Do I not cut this out? Like you're overanalyzing in a way. So when you go in that mode, you tend to make the other person question the relationship also. So they back up. And then you're both like, all of a sudden you're both doing this. You're taking steps backwards. And then all of a sudden there's like a distance in between the both of you. 3 of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck, which is telling me getting over pain. Just give me 1 second, please. I had to let the doggy out. Okay. With the 7 of Cups in reverse, this means you're confused, or I hate to use the word deluded. I'm not saying you are, but someone here could be. And it doesn't have to be you. It could be your person. And the 10 of Cups in reverse. So like say you broke up with somebody and you're sure you don't want to be back with them, and they think that you're just playing games and they're testing you. Well, they're the ones that are deluded. Others of you are just confused and you're not sure. Like I said, you might have doubts. 10 of Cups in reverse, there was a couplehood and now there is no more. But there you are in your head. You're like, am I doing the right thing? Let's see. Let's start clarifying all of these cards. All right, Universe, Angels, Spirit Guides, what's going on here with the Lovers in reverse and the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Cups? I think it's the 8 of Pentacles. Let's see. The Page of Wands, the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. Okay. And the 7 of Pentacles. So you have a lot of 7s here. You do have a lot of 3s, and I saw 5s, but those minor arcanas are your day in, day out type of things. It's minor arcana talks about the life choices you make, to lead you to this position where major arcanas come in and affect your choices. The reason I bring it up is because when I see repeated cards, it just tells me what position or point you are in your lives. So when you're at these like Seven of Pentacles, you're pausing and you're reflecting. It's a kind of the position we're in before we move on. All right, so with the Page of Wands here, which by the way is also an Aries card, for me, it's the curious cat. It's the curious little kid. Like, let me scratch that itch. Like, let me see what else is out there. But with the pretense that you're excited. Okay? So with the Seven of Pentacles, although you're pausing and you're reflecting and things have kind of like ended here with a Lover, you're taking actions. See, at the bottom of the deck is also the Ace of Swords. So I don't know if you had this conversation already with the Ace of Swords where it's basically putting all your cards on the table and being honest, unless you're planning that or thinking about doing that and see what happens. Thus the Page of Wands. All right, let's continue and see what's going on here with the Page of Pentacles, the two Queens, and the Seven of Pentacles. The Moon. There are things going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of. Okay. Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're definitely in this place of healing. Everything is showing me that you just recently experienced some kind of pain or you already went through it. And now you're on the other side trying to recover. The World, definitely new chapter. You are here again with the Queen of Wands. You're coming back into your own. I think a lot of you stood up for your beliefs or what you wanted or what you want. Because these are still in like the future positions, these cards. Okay? And then the Moon, which is Pisces energy. The Moon talks about things that are going on behind the scenes. That could be spiritually. The universe is conspiring now to help you and they're working behind the scenes and you're not aware of what their plans are. And it might also be that you're afraid of what the future holds for you now that this is over. Others of you, there's another person here, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So again, that person can be an earth sign or you being that energy, which is very earthy, very grounded, nurturing, loving, kind, and caring. But with the Moon, a lot of you do have fear of the unknown. Others of you, there's things going on behind the scenes that are transpiring to help you along. Okay, and that's why you also have the World card, which is a major arcana. And the major arcanas are when the universe steps in to influence us. All right, so let's see. Again, that's why we also had that eclipse. Now, super blind. No, it's not me. It's the cards. Tiny text. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Seven of Swords. And who are you? The High Priestess. Page of Swords in reverse. Wow. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I love when that happens so much. And the Seven of Cups. Okay. Couple things. You are trying to make a decision. You really are a little bit as to, I don't want to say confused, but you are pausing and reflecting what your options are. Because there's a lot of sevens. And that's the theme of this reading this week. For me, the sevens are the pause. All right, let me really think about my options here. But this is also the point where I want to express that when you're in this phase, you start creating those opportunities for yourself, okay? Because you're thinking about what your next step should be. That's why you also have the Queen of Wands here twice in the same position of the reading when each deck has 78 cards. I know I sound like a broken record, but what is the mathematical probability of that, guys? Tell me that's not the universe, one, doubling down my message to you, two, really expressing to you how to come into your own, how to be you, the best version of you. Because when you have the Queen of Wands here, like I see it twice in the same position, you are coming home. You are coming into your own skin, your own element. You're getting creative. Those juices are flowing. You are coming back to who you were before someone A, broke you, B, put you in a fucked up position, or C, had you thinking all kinds of crazy. You are you. And now here we are in the third position where we have, again, the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. How's that even possible? All these cards are upright and they both flipped inverted in the same position from two different decks. That's nuts to me. That's the universe telling you, you are definitely coming in from out of the cult. So if you lost your job, you're getting a new one, or you're financially recovering. If you broke up with somebody and they made you feel lonely or left out there, something's coming in. But you are reviewing your options. You have the Seven of Cups. You're sitting here, what is right for me? You are definitely deflecting, though, something, because you have the two sevens here. And at the bottom of the deck, there it is again, the Strength card. These are two cards of deflection, holding yourself back. You're resisting something. All right, let's continue and see what's going on here in your advice position. What is Death? Five of Swords, please. Six of Wands, which is success. All right, now this telling me, and the Sun at the bottom of the deck, you have so much to look forward to, Aries, especially with the Sun, the bottom of the deck. There is happiness coming in for you. It's just right around the corner. It's like you letting yourself feel it or make it happen for yourself. All right, because it looks like you have been successful before and you know you can do something. And if you're not getting success in a certain situation or a certain part of your reality, you have to go where you will find it, where you will be respected, where you will be honored, reviewed at, looked at, whatever you want to call it. It's time to give up on something, or, definitely get out of your head. So the Five of Swords is bittersweet. You win some, you lose some. That's what that is. Five of Swords is like, in the story of the Tarot, it's about this person who's like, fights with their friend. There are two friends. There's three friends, right? The one person who's so adamant that they're right fights to the death with the other two friends, wins the fight, but at what cost? Sure, you won the argument, but you know what? You might have also lost those two friends. Was it worth it? That's what the cards talk about. Talks about, what are you willing to sacrifice? And it's in your advice. Maybe you need to sacrifice something. Something has ended, death. You need to let it go. It needs to transition into something else, something better, beautiful, right? Or if this person's going to come in, they got to come in correct. So that part of your lives needs to end. So a better part of your lives can come in. All right? And look, the Sun is right there. So it's only a matter of time. That's the advice. You guys could do whatever you want with it. Let's go here now to the outcome of the week. Ten of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. The King of Wands, wow. Crossed by the Three of Wands. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. At the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords again, talking about having an honest conversation here with somebody. And the King of Wands is in the upright position. So maybe something started working out with another individual, so you ended it with the other. Or, I don't know, you're waiting for this King of Wands to come in now. You might be a little confused as to what to do here. Because it definitely looks like there might have been two people in your scenario. So, very, very interesting. Let's see what your romance angels have to say. Romance angels, what say you? Wow. We'll see in the extended what they're talking about or who they're talking about. This could be the one. Stay optimistic about your love life. Don't start judging it before it's over. The fat lady has not sung, guys. She has not sung. All right, Wisdom House tonight. What say you here? You received denial. Shit, guys, I'm gonna fucking say it. You know I am. I'm gonna say it. 7 of Cups in reverse. Doesn't have to be you, could be them, but let's read it. All right. Because I tend to find that Oracle cards tend to be pretty good when they're advising us with a certain scenario. Most everything in reach, my child, sometimes I must create distance between what you want or when or how you are meant to receive it. Consider the wait for your highest good. You are not meant to achieve what you want right now. Keep the faith. For if you wait and show patience, I will reveal some wondrous things later. This is a gentle warning not to get caught up in your desire to reach your goal too soon. You may choose sour fruit that only looks ripe and juicy. In this case, I alone know when the time is ripe. Patience, my child. It's the same story I gave you about my life with my daughter, which I don't like to share as much, but I felt compelled to for this video. But yeah, and that's just some good advice there. All right, everybody. I'll see you over at the extended. Everyone else, I'll see you next week.